Alright, now it's recording. I just did a whole session talking to myself. The camera wasn't recording. So, round two. My name is Nick. I have a tight lower back today. So that's what I'm going to work on. Feel free to join. I encourage it. I'm going to do a low back twist and start off with my 3 things that I'm grateful for. It feels weird to kind of go through it again. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning and my body is able. I've got 2 legs, 2 arms. My organs function pretty good that I know of. Got a little bit of soreness here and there, but I can walk and talk, and do not underestimate that. Because I've seen some shit, man. I'm grateful that my belly's full. I had dinner, and for dinner I went to the butcher today and I asked for 2 rump steaks, larger rump steaks, to be minced up. I'm gonna sit with my feet together. I'm gonna hold my toes. I'm just gonna use my elbows to flare out my hips a little bit. So I went to the butcher and got 2 rump steaks minced up together. I cooked that, half of it today and half for tomorrow with my wife. What did we eat that with for dinner? With some white potatoes that I put in the air fryer. I cut up into little cubes. I seasoned with some smoked paprika, some rosemary and some salt and olive oil. And then I cut up a couple of stalks of broccolini with mushroom. And I mixed up the mince meat with the broccolini and the mushrooms, and I had the potatoes on the side. My little daughter ate with us as well. Pigeon stretch, high plank. I'm going to drive that knee through. And yeah, I'm grateful that I have running water in the house. I've been to many places where you are advised not to drink the water from the taps and use bottled water. So I'm grateful that I live in a place where I'm sure most of the people don't even think twice. I was born and raised in Melbourne, so I've never known any different than having clean drinking water coming out of a tap. Fridges, filtered water comes out of fridges with instant ice cubes. You have an option for cubes or crushed ice. It's crazy that some countries and some people are fighting for food and water, and other countries have walking, talking fridges that have TVs and screens, and not me personally, but it has filtered water coming out of it. So I'm very grateful that I've got clean drinking water. And a full belly, even though I think that everybody deserves a full belly, I understand that this doesn't happen in a lot of the world. So I'm extremely grateful for that. These are the simple things in life. There's a fighter, a UFC legend, Habib Nurmagomedov. And he's turned down a lot of money in his time to come back and fight. And they just keep offering him heaps of money. When I say heaps, stupid money. Tens of millions, most probably even more. And he says things like, I don't need that much. Who needs that much money? I don't need that much money. I got bread, I got water, I'm good. And they seem to be really happy people. I don't want to call him a villager, but where my parents are from, my dad was a villager. From the mountains of Macedonia. He grew up as a shepherd, like herding and shepherding cows and sheep and talking about a simple life, but he left to come here. One of the greatest countries in the world, Australia. Don't hear no gunshots at night. That's a privilege. Oh, child's pose. My toes are together. I'll go this way so you can see. My toes are together, my knees are wide. I'm going to force my bum back and just open my hips up a little bit and rest my forehead on the ground. I'm wearing my glasses again. These blue blocking glasses. Hoping that it gives me better sleep. I mean, I sleep well, but if I can improve it, why not? Sleep is really important. One of the most important things. You can directly predict how your day's going to be tomorrow by how well you sleep and how early you go to bed and how well you prepare yourself for your night. So the cost of the glasses was something I was willing to pay in the hope of getting better sleep. And it's only been 2 days. Today's day 2. I feel a little silly wearing them, but you know, wise words of Sean Paul. I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them I do. Oh. So the knee that's on the ground, kind of in like a hip flexor stretch, in that deep lunge, knees right under my hip. I'm going to squeeze this butt cheek and drive my hips forward, tuck in my hips in as well. I don't think I had enough water today. I had a couple of cups of a bone broth tea. Usually I make my own bone broth, which takes some time, but I have an organic bone broth powder that I use like a half a teaspoon with some boiling water. And I drink that. I find herbal teas kind of boring. And I find that there's much more or many more micronutrients in bone broth tea. It's good for the gut. It's good for my bones and my tendons and ligaments. Switch sides if you kind of just listen. Again, if you find these beneficial, please let me know. I wish I could give you a hug. I can't. So my other love language is words of affirmation. Let me know if you enjoyed it or if it helped you. And if you didn't, I don't care. It is what it is. I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them I do. I hope you sleep well tonight. And that's the end of it. Goodbye for now. See you tomorrow.